Okay, and we're back, and we are talking about that connection between your higher self and evolving. Now, I was saying a little while ago how that something I mentioned was going to go over a lot of people's heads. And because mentally, they got most people fixed on the way that most people are interacting in this world and this planetary fears of materialism. And let me say something too, because I've heard people say stuff like, you're only saying that because maybe you don't have what I have. Let me say something to you. For all those egotistical people, you don't own anything. You don't own the house you live in. You don't own that car you drive. I'm not owning the one I'm getting ready to buy. You don't own nothing. That's the way this world system is set up, at least here in the U.S. Now, if you go to Africa, which a lot of our people are doing, a lot of people are giving up this matrix system in the U.S., and you have a lot of our indigenous people who are moving to Ghana, they're moving to Kenya, they're moving to South Africa, because they're tired of this system. They're tired of this plantation. And they realize that you're not going to get a just balance here. They realize that. But they got you tricked, because you're looking at preachers, you're looking at rappers, you're looking at entertainers, you're looking at all these people who have all this material stuff that they don't even own. Okay, and so they keep your eyeballs glued to that, and you think that's the way to go, because you aspire to all those things. And you've already seen time and time again, when these people get out of line with the powers that be, you already see what happens. They could strip you within 45 minutes of your said wealth, or what supposedly you're supposed to have. And so you buy into that, and you say, oh man, wow, this, that, and the other. And that is what you deem as success. That's not what I look at as success. That's not success for me. Now, it may be to you, but it's not for me. Okay? That's not success to me. But that's success to most of the world. Okay? It's not for me, because I understand and overstand spiritually what's happening, and how they dangle that carrot, and how they play you with those things. So, what I just said, I said, you don't own anything, because all you have to do, you don't have the right documentation to own what you have. And they have you tricked to believing, though, there are certain forms that you can actually use to say that you own what you have, but they're not allowing you to have those forms. Okay, because all you have to do is miss what? A tax payment on the property where your house sits. And what's going to happen? They're going to come get it. Same with your vehicle. They're going to come get it. But you have temporary use of it, as long as you keep paying them for the use of it. Right? Yes. You have temporary use of it as long as you continue to pay them what they said in that contract that you have. But we'll move on. We'll move on. Because what we need to understand, and all I'm trying to get you to understand is that you're greater than all of these things. You're greater than all of these things that they place on you, because you own it outright anyway. You own it outright anyway. It belongs to you. It's only because of the games they played on us and taken what belongs to us. You know, many of you have said it in your declarations of, you know, your circles, and you've even said it in these churches where it says, the earth is what? You say the Lord's. The earth belongs to you because it's been given to you by the spiritual gods of our ancestors. It's been taken from you. So you own it outright anyway. They have you paying, all of us paying for stuff that belongs to us. So you know it's a vicious system when they can make you pay for what's already yours. And we know how it's been done. So I just want you to understand that. We know how it's been done. You're paying for what already belongs to you. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. So when you understand that, when you understand that part of it, you be like, damn, man, this is a vicious cycle. I'm paying for what already belongs to me. You're paying on the land that belongs to you. It's been taken from you. You say, wow, man, ain't that something? Yeah, something. It really is something. You know, it really is something that you're paying somebody else for your own land, you know, and for these amenities and for these structures and properties and so forth that's sitting on land that you own and it's been taken from you, and they got you paying a tax on your own land, and these things that rightfully, through the providence of the Creator, belongs to you. And of course, you'll get many arguments, and people will just try to debunk and debate and say, oh, you know, this, that. No, but you're a liar. You know it. You know it, and I know it. Come on. You know, and for those who don't, you do now. But spiritually, we want to get back to where we should be. And we are. It's happening right now as we speak. See, because all of these structures, all of these illegal structures, institutions that have been set up on sacred ley lines of energy and sacred lands are being dismantled because they were set up against the natural order. They were set up against the natural laws of the universe. They were set up against the natural frequencies and balances of the universe. And so now what is actually happening is the universe is shifting, and the universe is crying out, and these energies are, for lack of a better term, these energies are unsettled. They're unsettled with what's happening. And so that's why you see a shifting that's happening. They just had an earthquake in Turkey. And no disrespect to the loss of life and the things that are happening. But the universe is shifting, and the illegal acts that have taken place on the planet against the will of the universe and against these energies, sacred energies that have happened around the globe, are beginning to shift, and they're beginning to for cry out. They're beginning to readjust themselves. That's what's going on. They're beginning to readjust the alignment of the energies, the sacred energies, the spiritual entities of our foreparents and our galactic foreparents that are soon to visit, and they already have been visiting the planet, are going to set in order the proper sacred balances of the universe. You follow me? So you're going to begin to see in 2023, I was saying to a friend of mine, you're going to begin to see some great things that are going to take place in 2023 spiritually. So a lot of you get off of that, what you're going to get materially. Get off of that. Everything is your spiritual sovereignty, your spiritual continuity is more important than something that you're going to receive tangibly. You need to get out of that. You got all these people thinking about, and all of these folks that go to church, they're thinking about receiving some material stuff. That's not going to keep you. You need to be honing in on your spiritual, your spiritual ascension, your spiritual vibration, where you're going spiritually. None of that you're not taking with you. Oh my goodness, man. Wow. We are so geared towards getting something tangible. And that's what has our people so messed up. You're looking at these people who got a Bugatti and a Maybach and a G-Wagon, and they living in a mansion. You so focused on that bullshit. That's not what's going to keep you spiritually. Get off of that. The Creator is more. Wow. Is more in tune. You should be more in tune how you're vibrating spiritually. What's going to happen in this universe? How the universe is shifting, and how this new earth is going to rearrange itself and come into being. And that ain't got nothing to do with nothing tangible, that you're going to get on this planet. Got our people so deceived with that stuff. Man, oh man. The particles that make up monatomic gold are so small they are almost weightless. It would be incredibly hard to ingest them in such a way that it would be effective for your body. But when it is put in a filter substance that is chemically inert, your body can process this monatomic element at the cellular level. When gold can enter the cells, it is believed to bring about many benefits colloidal gold just can't achieve. And this is what I was able to do. When I took the monatomic gold, it brings your body in another spiritual state of being. Another state of heightened consciousness. And I'm due some more. And also, there's some of you who probably practice feng shui. What is feng shui? Feng shui is when you begin to use the elements in your home, where you could put certain stones in certain places. You can arrange things in your home in certain ways where you bring in energies, where you harness energies, that vibrate through your home, where you can keep a certain vibrational frequency in your home as far as peace, tranquility, so forth and so on. So when people enter to your threshold, they know that your home is a place of spirituality, and some of you would say, you use maybe anointing oil or so forth and so on. But there are other things that you can use that are even more powerful, such as stones, and you have certain elephants are very positive. If you can get statues like of elephants and you place them in certain places in your home, you can use different, amulets such as, like I said, certain type of stones, crystal, gold ornaments, and they may not be real gold, but they resemble a gold amulet that harnesses certain types of energy. And that's what feng shui actually is. You don't want to, they say it's not good to have your bathroom situated in certain areas near your bed. So that's why for those of you who are, want to purchase homes or you're going to move into another apartment or a condo or whatever have you, you want to make sure that if that condo, the way it's set up, you don't want to have your bedroom or your bathroom near your bedroom or facing your bedroom, because they said the energies are not good. Or the way they build stuff. And a lot of times, what you have to understand too, they build things this way because a lot of times the builders already know. That's why it's important. So if you're afforded the opportunity to build for yourself, that you can actually situate your energies in your home how you want to, in terms of how you build the bathroom away from the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And again, we're not being material. We're just talking about how you situate energies, aside from what I was saying earlier, when you are stuck on having certain things aside from being spiritual. You follow me? Okay, so this is what we're talking about. So those are some of the benefits that you can use to harness these energies in your home and in your life. 432 hertz is the natural frequency of the tonic sounds in the universe. I did a podcast about 2 years ago when the coronavirus firstly was at its height and it first was here. And I talked about how that the tonality of the universe was actually changed from 432 hertz to 440, which 440 is a adverse frequency. It's not good, because the natural frequency of the universe is 432 hertz. And this is why I actually sleep off those musics, and I'll play rain. I'll play the 440 and I'll sleep through the night, and they bring a balance in your space where it's of peace and it's of tranquility, and your rest is really good rest, and you're not fighting vibrational frequencies. Some of y'all fight vibrational frequencies while you're sleeping because you have the wrong energies that are flowing through your homes. You have the wrong energies that are flowing through your spaces. You have the wrong people who are flowing through your spaces. You have the wrong people who are bringing energies into your home that really don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But you allow those people, because they're under the guise of positive frequencies, when they're bringing wrong frequencies in your home, and you have to get away from these people. You can't have these people bringing wrong frequencies in your home and in your space. Get away from them. If they're bringing the wrong frequencies in your space and in your home, you need to You need to cleanse your spaces with the right frequencies. Bring in, by playing the right frequency musics in your homes. A lot of these music, even that you think are good vibrational frequencies, even in terms of spiritual music and gospel music, a lot of these frequencies are the wrong frequencies. You think they're good frequencies, but they're not. You need to check them, because if you have the wrong frequencies vibrating through your homes and in your life, why do you think you're encountering some of the things that you are? Because you're dealing with the wrong vibrational frequencies. Through music, through the people you're dealing with, through the vibrational frequencies that are coming through your homes, you're in your workplace. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're dealing with this, you need to do a cleansing. Do a cleansing in your office space. Put crystals in your cubicles, or stones, proper stones in certain places in your cubicles to ward off those bad energies. Yeah, do that. Okay, so for one thing, research has shown that the monatomic gold in your cells helps turn them into a conductor of energy. We're talking about energy here, y'all. Okay? It can conduct those things into energy, good energy. It can conduct those things into real good energy. This improves the flow of energy throughout your whole body, effectively turning it into a superconductor that strengthens your aura and balances your chakras. Okay? We're talking about a heightened elevation. We're talking about reaching your higher self. And this is why you have to take time to meditate. Take an hour out of your day. If you can't do it every day, at least try to do it 2 to 3 times a week. Take an hour of your day. Close yourself off from anybody and get into a space where you have that 432 hertz or positive vibrational music. You see what I'm listening to now, right? And just take out that space to meditate and to give yourself, and don't put your mind on anything in particular. See, because if you focus on a particular thing when you're meditating, then what's going to happen is you're going to be thrown off, because there'll be other entities that try to invade your space because you're focusing on one thing. But when you meditate, just allow your energy to flow. Allow it to, just be free. And focus on the elements of the universe. Just allow it to be free, because there are many elements, in the universe. There are many elements. Your water in your body, your organs. Just begin to know that you're a whole entity of vibrational health. That your organs, that your spleen, that your organs, everything is as it was. As it was in the beginning. Everything you have always been. You are just a manifestation of what you've always been. You follow me? You are a manifestation of what you have always been. And I can make a joke about that, but I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it. You are a manifestation of what you have always been. Think about that. So it says, effectively turning it into a super conductor that strengthens your aura and balances your chakras. Most people talk about the 7 chakras. There are actually hundreds of chakras, but they mostly talk about heart chakra, spine chakra, and the other chakras that are inclusive into bringing your higher self to that pinnacle. This strengthening of the auras is known to help balance your chi and your torus. Your chi and your torus. T-O-R-U-S. Chi, C-H-I. But the particles in colloidal gold are too big to do any of this. For those looking to heighten their spiritual side, this can be a major benefit. So you have to have the ingestible colloidal gold, and you can get that in a liquid form. But I would say, for those who are not on a regular basis, and for those who are not used to this side of spirituality, you want to actually take it slow, and you want to, wean yourself off of certain things first. Because you can't just rush into things like this. First of all, a lot of you want to change your diet. You want to change the way you eat. Okay? For those looking to heighten their spiritual side, this can be a major benefit. As I read, gold itself is a non-toxic substance, so you could even ingest large amounts of it without doing damage. However, there is no way your body can process this overwhelming amount of the element, not to mention the cost you'll run up. Makes the benefits much more available than colloidal gold, and we know you'll feel the difference. You will feel the difference. And this right here, they have, and that can't be no more than probably monotonic gold. I think this one, that's probably, let me see the ounces on this. This 4 ounces, listen to this. This is how powerful this really is. 4 ounces of this will cost you $302. You understand what I'm saying? So it's telling you how good this is. Let's see, 1 ounce will cost you, which I had before. The 1 ounce is $84. 24 karat monotonic gold is a powerful electrical conductor that has been, okay. So again, you know that it's a conductor. That's why most of us, indigenous people, let your hair grow, because your hair is your antennas. Your hair is a conductor with the elements in the universe. That's why when the sun hits your hair, that's why we have a greater connectivity to spiritual things, if we allow ourselves to, and we don't be dumbed down by what we're ingesting. Because when you're ingesting all this religious stuff, you're dumbing down your spiritual connectivity. You're calcifying your pineal gland by taking in all this religious stuff, and you're not really elevating, you're not really growing. Some people, and I don't say this I don't say this to be a knock, but some people, you've been practicing religiosity for the last 40 years. And a lot of people have not grown. I see some people that I've known 40 years ago who's still into the religiosity. They haven't grown. And I don't say that to belittle you or to be pejorative. You understand what I'm saying? And I know, and I've said before, when I use these expletives to describe certain situations, it's not to make you feel bad. But some of us have not grown spiritually. It's all about spiritual growth. You're still in religiosity. You're still talking about what Joshua going around the Jericho wall. That's not growing spiritually. There is worlds of heightened awareness that a lot of us haven't reached because we've been delving in spirituality. We've been delving, I wish we are delving in spirituality, but a lot of us have been delving in religiosity. And a lot of us have made the leap to go on to spiritual things, but guess what has happened? A lot of us got pulled back in to religiosity because we were too afraid to delve into the spiritual side, because maybe it was a reach for a lot of us, and somehow or another we were convinced to be pulled back in. Just like Al Pacino said in the movie, every time I try to get out, you pull me back in. A lot of us have been pulled back in. So, again, let's reach our higher self, because it's in you to do that. It's in you to do that. So again, we're going to end here, and we're going to say, Ashe, peace, blessings, and let us reach for our higher selves. And again, just give us a like. That's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. And until the next time, we'll meet you in that higher place.